Hello everyone, welcome back to our news channel. Students, today we have two fascinating topics to discuss. First, we'll explore the recent High Court ruling on arresting women at night, what the law says, and what this ruling means to the future. Then, we'll shift gears to an exciting new initiative called Naksha, which aims to map and update land records in Indian cities. Now, both these stories, both these news articles, it affect our society in big ways. And by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear understanding of why these issues matter. So let's get started. Imagine students, you are walking home from a friend's place in the evening when suddenly you see a police van stop and arrest a woman. Now it's 8 p.m. You wonder, can the police do that? Aren't there rules about when women can be arrested? Well, a recent case in Tamil Nadu raised the same question, and the Madras High Court had to step in to clarify. So, what was the case? Uh, in in a case called Deepa versus Vijay Lakshmi and others. Okay, Deepa versus Vijay Lakshmi and others. A woman was arrested at 8 p.m. Right, but then she argued that her arrest violated the law, specifically Section 46.4, Section 46.4 of Code of Criminal Procedure, which says that women cannot be arrested after sunset and before sunrise except in exceptional circumstances. So, what happened? A single judge ruled that her arrest was illegal. But when the case was appealed, a two-judge bench of the same High Court ruled that the provision is directory and not mandatory. Confused? Don't worry, I'll break it down for you. Now, let's go step by step. The law that talks about arresting women at night is Section 46.4 of the CRPC. Now, it states two main things. Don't worry, younger students, don't worry what is this CRPC. Don't worry about that. You'll have a discussion in your classes. All right. So, these are just laws. And what does it say? Section 44, 46.46 4, what does it say? That women should not be arrested after sunset and before sunrise unless it's an exceptional case. And even in exceptional cases, a woman police officers must get permission from a magistrate before making the arrest. तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि आप किसी भी वुमेन को किसी भी टाइम पे अरेस्ट कर रहे हो. नो. तो सेक्शन 46 सब क्लॉज 4 क्या कह रहा है? कि किसी भी वुमेन को अरेस्ट करने से पहले एक तो सनराइज और सनसेट के बाद और सनराइज से पहले नहीं करना है अनलेस इट्स एन एक्सेप्शनल केस. और एक्सेप्शनल केस में भी एक वुमेन पुलिस ऑफिसर को मजिस्ट्रेट से परमिशन लेना इंपॉर्टेंट है ताकि वो अरेस्ट कर सके. तो ये सारी चीजें इसमें मेंशन है. नाउ इट साउंड स्ट्रिक्ट, राइट? But the idea behind this law is simple: to ensure women's safety and prevent harassment or misuse of power. But here's the catch: the law does not clearly define what counts as an exceptional case. Now that's where the debate starts. कि भाई exceptional case है क्या? ये तो defined ही नहीं है. So why did the High Court say the rule is directory and not mandatory? तो ऐसा कोर्ट ने ऐसा क्यों कहा? See, when something is mandatory, it means it must be followed no matter what. But when it's directory, it means it should be followed, but if it's not, there's no automatic punishment. So, the High Court said that the section 46 clause 4, this section is directory, meaning that while police should follow it, breaking it doesn't automatically make an arrest illegal. Okay, but question is, why did the court say this? So the judges explained that sometimes there are emergencies. Uh, what if a woman commits a serious crime at night? So if the police wait for a magistrate's permission, she might escape. And in such situations, mechanical adherence to the rule could harm public interest. Right? अब ये तो हाई कोर्ट ने कहा. अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट, हमें पता है सुप्रीम कोर्ट क्या है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज आर एपेक्स कोर्ट. So what did the Supreme Court say? Supreme Court also weighed in on this issue earlier. And in a case handled by the Bombay High Court's Nagpur bench, it was ruled that no woman should be detained without a lady constable present. And definitely not after sunset or before sunrise. However, the Supreme Court noted that strict enforcement of this rule could cause practical difficulties in some cases. कुछ cases में ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि practical difficulty हो सकती है, right? तो अब फाइनल की टेक अवे क्या है, क्या क्या कहा गया है? तो अगर सिंपली इसको कहा जाए तो विमेन शुड नॉट बी अरेस्टेड एट नाइट अनलेस इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नेसेसरी. And if she's arrested, the police should try to follow the proper procedure. Proper procedure क्या है? Getting a magistrate's permission and ensuring that there's a women officer is also present. तो ये सारी चीजें इसको माननी है. And if they fail to do so, अगर वो ये सारी चीजें फॉलो करने नहीं कर पाते हैं, then the arrest isn't automatically illegal, but the police must explain why they didn't follow the rule. So this ruling ensures that while the law protects women, it also gives the police flexibility in genuine emergencies. All right. अब हम बात करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स दूसरे न्यूज आर्टिकल की. All right, so let's shift our focus. And we are going to talk about land records in urban India. Now, have you ever heard of someone fighting over land ownership? You might, right? Maybe your grandparents have talked about disputes over land boundaries. Well, that is because in many Indian cities, land records are incomplete, outdated, or just plain wrong. And this leads to problems like illegal land grabbing, property issue, property disputes, and even corruption. So, to solve this issue, Indian government launched a new initiative called Naksha, which stands for National Geospatial Knowledge Based Land Survey of Urban Habitations. अब ये क्या चीज है? See, it's part of the, first of all, it's part of the Digital India Land Records Modernization Program. Okay, and it is led by Department of Land Resources under the Ministry of Rural Development. Okay, अब what is the goal? To create a comprehensive and accurate digital land database for urban areas using high-tech methods like GIS mapping, drones, and 3D modeling. All right. तो एक्यूरेट डिजिटल और डेटा जो बेस होगा लैंड के रिगार्डिंग वो कैसे बनाया जाएगा? हाईटेक मेथड से यूज किया जाएगा. जीआईएस मैपिंग, ड्रोन्स, 3D मॉडलिंग, ये सब कुछ यूज किया जाएगा. अब ये काम कैसे करेगा? हाउ विल नक्शा वर्क? सी, नक्शा will work in 3 stages. First we have is aerial and drone survey. Okay, पहला क्या है? पहला तो है एरियल और ड्रोन सर्वे है. अब इसमें क्या होगा? जो ऑफिशियल्स होंगे, officials, they will use drones to capture high resolution images of land parcels. It's cool, right? And then field verification. Surveyors then will check property details on the ground. Then they will link them with tax and ownership record. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि बस मैप कर लिया बस डन, नहीं. फिर सर्वेयर्स प्रॉपर ग्राउंड में भी जाएंगे, वहां पे भी चेक करेंगे और देखेंगे कि डॉक्यूमेंट्स क्या है, ओनरशिप रिकॉर्ड क्या है, कौन टैक्स पे कर रहा है. फिर उसके बाद थर्ड स्टेप क्या है? draft maps will be released for the public. एक ड्राफ्ट मैप रिलीज किया जाएगा. ओके. और इस स्टेज पर if someone is having any objection or claim, then it will be resolved before final maps are published. ओके. तो देखो सबसे पहले क्या किया गया, एरियल फोटोग्राफी से एरियल और ड्रोन सर्वे किया गया, देन फील्ड वेरिफिकेशन किया गया, then at the third stage draft maps will be released for the public for any claims or objection. So this will help reduce land disputes. It will also help in improving tax collection and making urban planning much more efficient. तो काफी अच्छा और गुड गवर्नेंस से रिलेटेड एक ये स्टेप है. बट अब क्वेश्चन क्या है, हाउ मच विल इट कॉस्ट? सो यू कैन जस्ट गो थ्रू इट कि इसके कॉस्ट के रिगार्डिंग भी इसमें मेंशन है. जैसे pilot projects, it covers 4,142.63 square kilometers across 152 urban local bodies. So the cost is around 194 crore. है ना. तो ये सारी चीजें भी मेंशन है, जस्ट गो थ्रू इट. तो अगर हम फाइनल थॉट की बात करते हैं तो नक्शा क्या है, बेसिकली इट्स अ बिग स्टेप टुवर्ड्स मॉडर्नाइजिंग इंडियाज अर्बन लैंड रिकॉर्ड्स. एंड if it is successful, it could eliminate corruption, and it will make property ownership clearer and even boost the economy by improving real estate planning. क्योंकि आप देखो ना इससे क्या होगा, क्योंकि सब कुछ डिजिटल है, एवरीथिंग इज रिकॉर्डेड, तो उससे क्या होगा कि करप्शन भी कम होगा. राइट. सो now, and that brings us to the end of today's episode. Now, we explored what we done. We have explored two important stories, one about how the law protects women during arrest, and another about how technology is transforming India's urban land records. Now, both these issues show how the legal system and technology are shaping a better future. So, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it with your friends and stay tuned for our next one. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay curious. Bye bye. See you next time.